Swamp Rebellion. Thank you for listening to Dank Swamp Rebellion. Check us out on dsrtalks.com. I figured out one thing today that made this week that made me think, and it's this kid telling me that capitalism is the problem, and it's that I felt bad after, because after discussing this with her, I realized that she didn't even know what she was talking about. She was just fed this catchword that she saw on social media and on these fake news outlets that was saying that capitalism is this fucking entity, when they're not realizing, like, dude, things did not make people fucky. People made people fucky.
Yeah.
Right.
You're a piece of shit because you chose to wake up that morning and be a piece of shit. Things didn't make you that way. If you don't have capitalism, for all of you that don't believe in capitalism, fine. I can deal with that. But you don't get your cake and eat it too. This means, this is what the policy should be. We will accept that you do not like capitalism, that you are against it. You hate it and you despise it. You're going to go out into the woods. You're going to kill some neutrals on the levee. You're going to make you some draws out of that. That's what you live with. You have to live off the land. That, because you can't sit there all night playing video games all night long and talk about how great playing the new Zelda of Smash Brothers is and hate fucking capitalism that gave you that very fucking thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Liberals hate the white man for coming to America. We're stuck here now. We are what we are and we're doing what we're doing. But they support open borders. You can't support global warming and wear clothes on anything that's made of synthetics. You can't use anything synthetic. You can't support socialism and have material things. You can't support world equality and peace among nations and have violent protests. And violence does not and will not ever get your point across. All it makes you do is look like a dumbass. At that time, because you're in your own psychotic head, because you're committing a violent act on another group of people, you feel justified in what you're doing out of rage, and then you come to realize that you're just being a fucking dumbass.
And it brings me back to my original point about these impeachment hearings. The Democratic Party has nothing to wrong on. This is a desperate ploy to remove this man from office for the hopes of getting their candidate in office, and so far it's been failing. They've been charging Trump on these vague ass charges that literally have no merit because of how vague those said charges are. If they're charging him with the same charges, then all the other previous presidents before Trump should have been impeached based on those same set of charges, because that's how vague those said charges are.
It's vague, but your political views are vague, Phil.
I'm a libertarian. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the aisle here.
Your mom's a libertarian, goddammit.
Your mom's a libertarian, goddammit.
I just want people to stop being violent with each other.
Yeah, seriously, the violence has got to fucking stop.
So, I don't know if you heard this yet or not, but Trump dropped the bomb on Twitter last night that anybody that's in the military has to be removed from the military in any rank or capacity if they're transgender presently in the military. And they're trying to use this one decorated war veteran who was a man in spec ops and is now going through transgender surgery out of the military. So that person isn't considered transgender in the military because they wasn't transgender in the military. The problem is that our tax dollars are going to transgender surgeries. We should not have to pay our military to give you your transgender surgery because you feel it's something you need. Because it's not something you need, it's something you want. I want a lot of shit too, but I don't go asking my government or my fellow taxpayers for it. The reason why the elderly are starving is because there's no more Social Security. And by the time we reach that age, there will be no more Social Security. It will all be depleted. So if you don't have a plan now for your future, you'll be dead. That's literally what it comes down to. Because you won't be able to survive. You won't have anything to make for yourself. There won't be anything left at that point. Once it's all gone, it's all gone. The blood from a turnip thing is a real thing. It sounds cliche. It sounds stupid. But it's a real thing. You can't draw blood from a fucking turnip because there's no blood to draw. And the same thing with money for all this shit they want to give away. They want to give away free college education. They want to give away all these degrees, these worthless degrees. I want a mass communications degree. I want a general studies degree. Wipe your ass with that. Save your money. Go to Sam's Club. For $34, they will give you 3-ply toilet paper and wipe your ass with something a lot better feeling than the debt you gotta pay back on a worthless fucking certificate that you can say you were proud of because you worked so hard at American history. Fuck you.
This just sent on Twitter, all right? Bernie Sanders, you ready?
All right, so this is official. This is legitimate news from an illegitimate source.
Come here at you live.
Coming at you via Twitter. What is he hiding? Question mark. The end.
If there was one thing that you could go back in time and witness, like the truth of the actual, like, scenario, I guess, or the
Easy.
event, what would it be?
OJ?
Like, if OJ did that shit? Because I think OJ did that shit.
Yeah, I know he did.
Okay, so yours is OJ. Why?
Are we
Because
talking
I know
about?
he did it.
Wait, are we talking about witnessing the?
Because I'd have cut a fucking head off too.
Right. Right.
Ron Goldman? Really?
No,
Could have done better.
no. Are we talking about like witnessing the actual murder take place in front of your eyes or the trial?
Yeah, the actual
Dude.
event. No,
Like
the
if you
actual
could be
Oh, okay,
a fly on the wall
okay.
situation.
Like she got Joan, like she got Joni. She was Chachi, and
She got chachi-nated. What do you like, chachi or unchachis?
I'm just saying that, like, it bees what it bees. Yeah, I think OJ did it.
All right, so Phil.
No, I wouldn't tell him that to his face because he'd probably cut my head off.
You cut your fucking head off. Yep.
What would be your
Phil, what would be yours?
Come back to me in a minute. Hang on.
what's yours, Salem?
Mine's would be, what the fuck did they do with Tesla's earthquake machine?
What did they do with it?
Yeah,
That's not that far back,
I know.
so you'd still be alive. We're talking about the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Span
And
right
that's
here.
what I'm fucking
Okay.
wondering.
All right. So no one's going after the Big Bang or nothing.
Oh, who cares? Who cares?
So you want to know what happened to the
I didn't wanna
Tesla
go that-
earthquaking
I
machine?
didn't want to go that
Yeah.
deep
Alright.
with it, but okay.
What do you think happened with it?
I think.
It earthquaked itself and
No. I think
yeah.
they tore the machine down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. U.S. confiscated all the parts, and that's some of the wild shit that we're holding in Nevada, where all those, where everyone, Area 51, whatever. Well, that's not the only private land.
It's a huge combine.
It's a big ass facility with all kinds of secretive shit, and I think that's where it's located.
I don't think we hold it there. If you would hold it anywhere, you would hold it assembled in a remote part of a country that is your foe. So,
Cool.
like, I would say I'd put it in the middle of China.
But then it wouldn't be there though. They would know about it.
No, not always. We have an embassy in every country around the world, just like they have
It's
one
a big
here.
machine, bro. Like,
Bruh, I brought weed on a cruise ship.
Okay, so how the fuck did you? Where are the secrets of smuggling drugs onto a cruise line? Because I want to go on a Disney cruise.
It's so easy. So I got on TripAdvisor, and a lot of people commented on it, believe it or not. So there's two ways to do it. If you're a female, what you do is you take your joints, you roll a bunch of joints,
Pre-roll joints.
pre-roll joints or blunts.
stick them in your pussy.
The best thing to do is not try and bring any kind of paraphernalia. Bring something that's rolled that you can get rid of.
Yeah.
Just in case.
True.
What you do is you roll it all up, and then you put them single file in a sandwich bag, and then you kind of get that nice and tight. And you only want to make it about the width of a maxi pad. And the reason why you do that is because you unstick 2 maxi pads, then you stick them inside of there, and you stick them inside your drawers, and you walk in. Now, for me being a man, I didn't want my big old Johnson mushing up my weed sticks. So what I did was I took them.
Bird sweat's a real thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, well, also the bulge like pushing against it like that. It's not like
Make 'em all crooked.
It's not like a puss crook.
Make them all fucking
But,
all
it's
broken.
Kind of made
and
for
shit.
it, you know.
So I just rolled them up and put bag after bag after bag after bag, like 3 bags in a row. And then I sealed it off with a cigarette lighter and put them in my front pocket, and I walked on the ship. And then I went to my balcony and opened a little bag, and then I smoked a joint when I got the ship. So.
See, I smoked on a cruise ship before, but
Yeah.
I never got it on there, right?
So the chick,
It's not hard to smoke
the
it.
chick in the next
That's the easiest
balcony over, she's like, "Man, that smells good." I'm like, "You want to hit this?" So I passed it to her, and yeah, you make friends.
You
that way.
instantly are coolest guy
Yeah.
on the ship.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, dude, this guy smokes weed at night.
Um,
On this side over
And in
here.
the morning, and in lunch, and at mid-morning.
There's so many
brunch.
people in here. What they gonna do? Throw you in the fucking brig?
Yeah, last time I went on a cruise, it was crazy because I'd never seen a whale breach before, and this time I got to, and she was reaching for a piece of cheesecake at the buffet.
The swimming pools are shallow.
Oh yeah, yeah, bruh. She was in one of them big boy wheelchairs. She flipped that motherfucker sideways. It took 5 crew members to get her back straight.
Dude, so like, I think
All
for
you gotta do
mine,
is tell the captain to jerk the wheel, and the boat will just teeter and totter a bit. She'll be right back up.
Bruh,
at one time.
it was starting to bring us down quick. It was lopsiding the boat.
you don't want a Titanic on you. So
No.
All right. So yeah, like if I had to choose one event in time to be able to witness for myself, I think it would be my own birth, because I want to know if that really happened or not.
if it actually happens.
Yeah, I want to know.
Then you'd have to see your mom's cooter.
Well, I wouldn't want to look at me. I just want to know that it happened.
So you want like a POV view of your own.
Yeah, just
birth?
flash me back to it happening.
like of your face.
but I
being
could
pushed.
remember it. You know, I want to know.
against
I
it.
want
I
to
want
know.
to know that was me crowning.
Right.
That was you, man.
I don't know that though. Do you? You can't say you.
I mean, if the
I
simulation's
mean,
real,
I'm
then
pretty
it never
sure
happened.
that none of us were hatched in the National Treasury, where they normally keep fetuses and shit like that they're farming, because we're not genetically superior anyway.
No, by no
So,
means.
Yeah, we had to be hatched from some kind of just somebody.
Giant
Yeah, but I
pigeon.
can't just take that as the truth though.
You can't take it as the truth because you spend most of your time worried about if aliens are coming back or not, instead of worrying about the fact that they are coming
Dude, as soon as I said that I hate that shit, almost every conversation strays its way back to it now, and it really starts to make me want to quit.
Thank you for listening to Dank Swamp Rebellion. Check us out on dsrtalks.com.